Hi everyone. I kind of gave myself a vlogging break today. I don't really have an explanation. It's just that there's no footage for today. And as I was walking back into my office to plug in my camera, I literally tripped over my old camera bag. I decided to open it, and what do I find inside? My original JVC camcorder. And it is, well, at the time was digital. Look at that. So it was tapes, and I don't think it has any battery life, so the tape won't eject, but you're not supposed to touch that. And I remember being so gaga over this camera. I don't even remember how long ago now. Well, let's see if there's a date on the bottom. I don't see a date. But it's old, obviously. It's old. It was on tape. But in the bag, I also found an Olympus remote and a bunch of cards, which now I'm going to investigate if there's anything on them. Because, oh, look at this funky case. 128 megs. Yeah, I have regularly 32 or 64 gigs in my cameras now. Which kind of made me think, this might be a very good question to pose to everyone. Whether you're very young, relatively young, or more mature. What do you do with outdated technology? I used to give, like, some of my still cameras, the earlier digital ones, to our niece and nephew to play with, but hey, they're playing with their mom and dad's iPhone, so a digital camera that looks like a 35 millimeter that's giant is really not going to entice them or occupy their time. But what do you do with all that? I know some equipment you should certainly recycle because it shouldn't go into a landfill, and I'm all for that, but are there any other unique and creative ways of using up all this old equipment? Like, I have a Zen MP3 player. I have mine, and I have our friend Tony's who passed, and the docking station, and I don't listen to MP3. I don't use an MP3 player. I listen to Pandora on my cell phone majority of the time. If I'm working or if I'm in the bath, even, as I'm falling asleep at night. So that's the question for today. It's going to be short and sweet, and I'm really curious. As a matter of fact, show me some of your outdated technology. I would love to see that, because that could be a really funny tag. Now, had I caught this idea earlier, I could have gotten my parents' 8-track stereo on camera, but that's long gone. I think they sold it at a tag sale a few years ago, and somebody was really gung-ho to purchase it. I think I do have some 8-tracks, though, for as far as I recall, because my first car, a 1978 Mercury, oh my gosh, Mercury, I can't remember what the first car was, but it had an 8-track player in it. 1978. No, I'm not that old. It's just that's the car that I ended up driving initially when I got my license when I was 16. So I would love to see video responses of your outdated technology. This by no means is the oldest technology I have. I'm sure if I dig around the house I could find something even older. But this just happens to be my first JVC camcorder, and it's a vast improvement. It's a tenth of the size of the video camera I used to record my sister's middle school graduation. You know, the camera that had to sit on your shoulder because you couldn't quite lift it unless you had somebody else standing behind you holding up their rear end of the camera. So I think it should be fun. You've got the weekend to dig around and look for it, and if you want to do a video response, since there's not official video responses, All you have to do is provide the URL to your video in the comment section. They're now open for URLs, for links, so feel free to do that. So that's going to be it for me for today. Don't forget the thumbs up. It's free for you and it helps me out. And I'm going to go check out to see if there's anything on these cards. There may be, there may not be. And actually, I think this is for a camera that, I don't know. I'm going to look and see. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow, which will be prep stuff for the week. Including, I'm going to resurrect the weekly recipes in my A5 file effects. So I'll share that tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everyone.